Johnny Depp, the first decentralized actor. Would you like to own a part of Johnny Depp's ankle, perhaps his little finger, or part of his frontal lobe? Johnny Depp is a $200 million market, and an early investment can be proven to be very profitable. Mr. Depp has reserved most of his groin and rectal area for early investors. Johnny Depp wants you as a partner. Dips by Johnny Depp.
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. So I know that intro was a little bit weird, but I promise you it ties into something later. So stick around and keep watching. Now, if we have a look at what's going on in the market, we are seeing some red across the board. Not too bad. Really just sitting around where we've been, $208 billion market cap. Bitcoin, $6,469. If we look at the biggest gainers of the day, we have Decred up 39%. If you're wondering why, it's because of this. It's getting listed on Binance. Now, having a look at the rest, we have Chainlink, Bitcoin Diamond, Genesis Vision, Polymath, Siacoin, Pivx, Wax, Bytem, and Digitex Futures, again, making pretty good gains for the day. Having a look at our little wedge over here, we're still finding ourselves in this little area. Are we going to pop out? Are we going to fall down? That's what we're all waiting for. Definitely excited for the end of this month. Also, a lot of big news coming up. I wanted to bring this up specifically. So you're probably hearing a lot of people talk about Bakkt. Well, they have an official date. So they say as an initial concept of the Bakkt offering, Intercontinental Exchanges, US-based futures exchange, and clearinghouse plan to launch a one-day physically delivered Bitcoin contract along with physical warehousing on December 12th, 2018. After receiving CFTC review and approval, these regulated venues will establish new protocols for managing the specific security and settlement requirements of digital currencies. In addition, the clearinghouse plans to create a separate guarantee fund that will be funded by Bakkt. So there you go, December 12th. That's the date that everyone's looking forward to. Now, I also wanted to talk about this interesting kind of like, side story here. So let's talk about Fidelity. Now, it says that Hadley Stern, the executive who led Fidelity Investments blockchain research and development for the last 3 years, it says he's been named the first ever chief operating officer at blockchain software startup Block. So it says that he worked for 17 years at Fidelity, and it's interesting because he decided to leave right now, just as they're launching their digital assets product, which is really strange. But he's not leaving on bad terms. Essentially, he says, I'm glad to dig deeper into the blockchain technology beyond just financial service use cases, healthcare, identity, IoT, Internet of Things, cross-border transactions. He says it really gets to this notion of tokenizing of all things, right? That anything can be tokenized will be, and potentially what can be decentralized will be. But I don't think this is a bad thing. I feel like it's kind of like the Dan Larimer approach, where he just sort of like, he's like, I did it, like, here's BitShares, like, here's Steemit, right? And then he just kind of goes on to another thing. But kind of getting on the topic of Fidelity, what I think is really cool is what CZ from Binance said. Now, what he said was, what happens when a fund like Fidelity allocates a mere 5% of their portfolio to crypto? Have you calculated how much that is? Well, 5% of 7.2 trillion assets under management by Fidelity is equivalent to around 360 billion, which is larger than the entire valuation of the cryptocurrency markets currently. So if a major asset manager allocates a small percentage of its portfolio in the cryptocurrency market, a small but relative to the size of its holdings, for them, it actually could trigger many institutional investors to come into the cryptocurrency market. So you also have Mike Belch, the CEO of BitGo. He said that the lack of custodian solutions represented a big gap between institutional investors and the cryptocurrency market, and a rising number of companies are closing that gap. He says if you are investing in any other asset class, you're probably not worried about those assets just disappearing, but this one, people still have that fear. We have to conquer that. So that's totally true. I always talk about my dad in these videos, but one of the things that I always try to explain to him is, he's like, but what happens if one day all the Bitcoins just disappear? And I'm like, it doesn't work like that. It's not like you're putting little tiny Bitcoins into like a, you know what I mean? And some people really don't get that. So, but yeah, definitely, really great news coming out lately. I mean, we have literally had bullish news after bullish news after bullish news, and we're just going sideways. So calm before the storm, possible. It's possible. Now let's talk about what everybody else was talking about earlier. So you have the Elon Musk tweet that came out. So basically the first tweet, he just said, "I heart anime." That was it, right? Whole bunch of comments underneath. Somebody said something, and then he responded with, "Want to buy some Bitcoin?" And he put this picture out right here. So what's weird is, I don't know what this means. Some people are saying, oh, it was funny because he actually said Twitter thought I got hacked and locked my account. Ha 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 ha. CZ from Binance says, "It's spreading. I will buy a Tesla if you accept crypto." But what's interesting is the image that he took is actually from this strange website called Cryptocurrency Girls, obviously translated somewhat, but I don't really know what it is. It's basically like I don't know, you can see it above my head. They have different anime characters that represent the coin. So you have Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum Classic, Zcash, Nem, Omisego, and I think they have exchanges and, like, for example, so like Nem, right? Let's click on Nem. So you pull this up and it's like her profile, right? And it says, "When sleeping, a poltergeist phenomenon occurs." Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this website. You guys can check this out. So basically that was what's going on. They're like, oh, is he going to start accepting, crypto for Tesla, etc.? So that was another thing that was happening in the story today. Now I want to also talk about the HTC is going to start shipping the Exodus blockchain phone in December. So December is going to be a pretty good month. Not to mention that's when my actual birthday is, aside from all you trolls in the chat that always wish me happy birthday. Although it is a funny joke, I'll give you that. But so anyway, long story short, this is coming out. It's dubbed the Exodus 1. And the interesting thing is that you're only able to buy this using either Bitcoin or Ethereum. So HTC's Decentralized Chief Officer Phil Chen said that the company is hoping to get feedback from the blockchain community about the early access version in order to improve upon the device. So their logic is, well, why don't we actually get it out to like the crypto community, because they're the ones that are going to have the biggest critiques on it. That's actually pretty smart. So they say the goal is to start with the blockchain community and get their assistance in making our wallet and technology even more secure. In essence, testing it out and providing feedback and suggestions and solutions. They also said that they're looking for developers to participate in the early access version as well. Maybe there's some developers out there if you guys are interested. So this is the website. It's its own website, HTC Exodus. Now, I hope this isn't another one of the flamethrower incidents. Let's hope this is actually the website, because it's not actually part of HTC's website. It's its own website. So as you can see right here, you can buy it. Let's say I want to buy with Bitcoin, right? So you come over here, you click it, and there you go. So you buy it for 0.15 Bitcoin, which is interesting that they don't have it fluctuating based on the dollar amount. That is kind of weird to me, that they're just going to keep it pegged to Bitcoin, because what if Bitcoin goes up or down in the near future? You know what I'm saying? So that's a little weird. But yeah, basically 0.15 Bitcoin. I came over here to xe.com and it's the equivalent of $959 right now. So that's the cost of the phone essentially. So I thought that was really good news. And before we get into it, I wanted to talk about something. We were talking about that kid in Venezuela. Everybody was donating nano to him, and he was able to like help the village or whatever out and stuff like that. Well, he actually uploaded a thank you video, and he actually shows himself feeding, they're cooking and they're feeding different members of the community. I don't know why I can't get a solid shot here. There you go. So they're going around. See, they're giving people food. It's really cool. I'll drop this below. More people are saying, what do you need? I'll give you a donation. And, he's actually helping. He's not like just taking the money and running. So I think it's really awesome. Some people have suggested maybe linking up with Dash out there in Venezuela. They're doing things as well. Really great story I wanted to bring up. Also wanted to bring up this really quick tidbit. So you have Lee Hai-hoon, chairperson of the National Assembly Special Committee on the Fourth Industrial Revolution, said today that she predicts the ICO ban will be lifted in South Korea. This is really good news. However, ICOs will likely need to follow strict regulation akin to the process of, if you were going to do a IPO, right? So I was bringing this up because this really got me excited. And two of my favorite projects are from South Korea, like clearly. So I'm definitely a fan of Icon, and I'm becoming a huge fan of AERGO. I'm pretty excited for this coming out. So they talk about this article a little bit, going into the difference between Blocko, CoinStack, and what they're doing and how they're going to roll out go to market, and then also they go into the different key points. Now, guys, I did a video on this on AERGO already. I'm pretty proud of it. I put a lot of time and effort into it. So if you guys are interested, you can definitely check out my video as well. But I just wanted to say that, long story short, I think that's pretty good news for ICOs in general. Also, check out that amazing list of, like, partners and ecosystem. So yeah, definitely check out AERGO, guys. But anyway, I told you that this was going to come up again. So we have Johnny Depp. All right, and so this is for the TaTaTu project. It says he will help develop concepts and produce digital content for them. So if you're not familiar with it, I actually meant to do a review on it, never got around to it, but TaTaTu has a different disruptive idea. The idea is to financially incentivize viewer participation in the platform by awarding tokens. So if you watch something, you connect with friends, you stream a film, you vote, whatever, okay? You'll be rewarded in tokens. So they also say, though, that they don't just want to reward its subscribers with tokens either. Creators also get paid with the TTU token, and that means Johnny Depp will be receiving at least some of his payments in crypto. It also says that Johnny Depp considers his role with TaTaTu one of furthering this era in democratized entertainment. He's looking forward to a liberating progressive collaboration. So there you guys go. Maybe I'll sign up for that. Actually, well, I'll get to it in a bit, but I've actually thought to myself, I want to start putting myself on different platforms. I just get so busy, and I really thought about it, and I was like, why do I only do YouTube? I'm a crypto YouTuber, I guess, technically, right? Because that's what I do. But like, I'm always on YouTube, and that's centralized. And I think it just comes down to just kind of like comfort, laziness. You just kind of get used to the platform. And then I realized, crap, if I haven't signed up for a Steemit account yet, you start thinking about these regular people, like, why are they going to switch from Facebook to Instagram? So I think that's the thing. You have to make it better. You know what I mean? Like, it can't just be as good. A platform has to be better. And then if it's better, it'll incentivize everyone to come in. That's why I'm super excited with what they've been doing with Brave browser and stuff like that. So yeah, just kind of a rant there. You guys know there's always a little rant in the middle of the video. So anyway, we have Tron. This is coin news. I got some coin news for you guys today. So we got Tron. They have the payments platform Poppy. So Poppy is going to be available to merchant stores around the world, and it's going to allow them to accept payments in cryptocurrency. So the new platform works on the Clover point of sale cloud system, which has been built specifically for the convenience of merchants, allowing them to easily and conveniently run payment systems from anywhere in the world. While Clover will not directly support selling crypto, users can store tokens on either the Tron card, which we spoke about the other day, it's actually a physical card, or just a generic Tron wallet, and subsequently use them for purchases. There's also a video here, not going to play it right now, but if you guys want, everything I always talk about, just if you're a new viewer, it's always down below, timestamps, you can skip things, all the links are there for you. Also wanted to talk about, now I don't know like where this is. It says Neon Exchange Fox Business. That's the name of this, okay? So I don't know like where this came from originally. I assume Fox Business. So, but it was a pretty cool feature that they had, and it's all about Nex. The quality of the video is really kind of like grainy and old fashion looking. I don't know why, but nevertheless, it's a really good insight into Nex. They go into some of the you got Fabio over here talking. So definitely check it out. It's really, really interesting. Not too long. It's not even 7 minutes long. So if you're into Nex, if that's something that you're interested in, definitely have a look at that. I wanted to also talk about Horizen. So basically, if you guys aren't familiar, this is Zencash's rebranded name, which I've been meaning to also kind of cover them as well. There's just so many coins on the list. But the engineering team at Horizen, led by Alberto Garofalo, has proposed a new sidechain construction in a recent white paper based on proof-of-stake principles. The main innovation is a new backward transfer protocol that allows transactions from one of possibly many sidechains back to the main chain without the main chain having to track the sidechain and without introducing a centralized federation of validators. While a reference implementation of a sidechain consensus protocol will be provided, a wide range of sidechain consensus protocols will be possible. This is part 1 of a part 2 series, so if you're interested, I will drop that below. I've always been very in favor of sidechains. I think that they are a very simple solution to a lot of problems, especially scaling. You see a lot of guys out there doing it, no problem. I mean, Komodo, they're not having any issue scaling whatsoever, and so anyway, moving on. One more thing I wanted to say is we have the CryptoCurve wallet, which I don't believe is out yet. I think it's still in ICO phase. I could be wrong. I don't know. But long story short, they're integrating with AION Network and Icon, so CryptoCurve users will benefit from the scalability and interconnectivity of the entire blockchain interoperability alliance. So there you go. So they also have Chain, Icon, and AION. So that's pretty good news. Before we move on, I have to give a massive shout out to George from CryptosRUs. I always enjoy watching his channel. It's really, really cool. But he actually did a interview with this guy from IBM. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. Jesse Lund is his name. I didn't have a chance to watch it yet, but I will watch it as soon as this video is done. But I wanted to let you guys know that, he put the video out. So getting on to some crypto news, we have Overstock's venture capital subsidiary Medici Ventures has invested in decentralized social network Minds Incorporated. Now, I heard a lot about Minds. I've been hearing a lot about Minds. Finally pulled the trigger this morning, literally after reading this article. So if you guys want... this is my page. Yeah, I literally have a crappy background and a picture and literally nothing. I just signed up. I have literally no subscribers, nothing. It's a brand new page. If you guys want, I will drop that below. If you guys want to get signed up, I'm going to try to start getting on these decentralized networks. We'll see how they go. But the thing is if no one's going to watch it over there, but you know what? I'll just put the videos out anyway. I'll just put them out and you guys can do what you want. If you want, link is in the description below. But long story short, they say that, Minds has received Series A investment from Medici Ventures. Although the investment sum was not revealed, with the investment, Overstock.com founder and CEO Patrick Byrne has reportedly become a member of Minds' board of directors. So moreover, Minds has adopted the Electronic Frontier Foundation, or the EFF, Manila Principles as the platform's digital bill of rights in order to ensure freedom of speech for all of its users. That's a good thing. Finally, let's also talk about, we have Square, excuse me. Square has announced that its open source Bitcoin cold storage wallet is available. According to the post, Square's solution, dubbed Sub-Zero, uses a hardware security module backed cold wallet. So Sub-Zero, for its part, is a customizable enterprise-grade offline Bitcoin wallet, which Square says has programmed so that its cold wallet can only send funds to a Square-owned hot wallet, thereby adding another layer of defense. The firm has also reportedly added multi-signature protection for its wallet, in which participants must use a combination of smart cards and passwords to authenticate transfers. So there you go. And I wanted to sort of leave one little article here. I know I don't have a funny meme at the end. Sorry, guys. But I wanted to leave this for you because it's about this guy. He says how this guy almost lost 2 Bitcoin to a sophisticated scam on local Bitcoins. I literally, it's kind of a lot to read, but I'm going to let you read it because it'd be more fun that way. But seriously, there are a lot of opportunities out there. Some people don't like to use these centralized guys like Coinbase. Some people like to do these kind of private OTC, trades with people. But just be careful. There's always a chance you can get scammed out there, and definitely just be safe. So I figured I just wanted to kind of end it on that note. But seriously, guys, thank you so much for coming back to the channel. Again, you guys are awesome. Really appreciate everyone, all your comments, everyone that likes, subscribes. Definitely turn on the bell notification if you want to get those instant updates. If not, I'll still be here. So that being said, freaking love you guys. My name's K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.